Hi, my name is Calvin Hollywood, and in this video tutorial I like to show you what you can do with gradients. I love gradients. You can do color manipulations with gradients. You can give a picture more expression, more emotion, and that's the techniques what I like to show you in this tutorial. Let me add two gradients on this picture. The first gradient what I like to add, I go to Layer, New Fill Layer, Gradient, is in this blend mode Soft Light. That's one of my favorite blend modes, and I call that Color, because this gradient has something to do with color. I click OK, and now I have to change the angle, and I like to choose this angle from this side, from the top. And of course I don't like to have a black transparency gradient, so I click inside of this window and another window. Whoa! And I like to choose maybe this gradient or this gradient or this gradient, and that's very nice. You can choose a lot of presets here. I love this preset. It's a 3-color gradient, but I don't like the color. So I have to change the color. I like to change the green. So I click on the green here, and then I have to click inside of this color and another window. And yes, I guess the gradient tool is the tool with the most windows in Photoshop. And I don't have space for all the windows here, but let me choose here a blue color. A brighter blue color, maybe like that. And let me change the magenta here a little bit. Let me brighten that. If you have this window, when you go up and down here, you can brighten and darken a color. And from left to right, you can change the saturation of the color. And I like to have this color. So I click OK. And this is a gradient what I use very often. I like the color here. Orange, a little bit cyan, green is inside here. And don't forget, you can change everything if you like. You just have to click here. You can bring it a little bit more to blue. And I think that's okay now. So I click OK, and what I do most of the time, I change the opacity here, maybe to 50%. But that's up to you, how you like it. But that was my first gradient. Let me show you another gradient. For the next gradient, it's very important that you have black and white as a fore and background color. Let me choose white as a foreground color and black as a background color. And when I go now to Layer, New Fill Layer, Gradient, of course, the blend mode Soft Light again. I told you it's my favorite blend mode. I click OK, and now I click inside here, and by clicking on that arrow here, you can load some other presets and take a look. Special effects. Wow. So I click on special effects, and now I have here, this is a very nice gradient. Take a look. I love this gradient, but not with this angle, so I have to change that. Let me change here the angle a little bit, maybe from this side. That looks good. Nice shadows and highlights. And let me change the opacity just a little bit, like that. It looks like sunbeams here. Maybe there was a window on the top left corner. And by pressing Alt and clicking on the eye icon of my background layer here, you can hide these two gradients, and then we can see the before after. So I click here, that was before, that was after, before, after. And I love the way how you can work with gradients to change the color, the light a little bit. And of course, it's non-destructive, so you can change everything if you like. You can click inside of that, double click, and then you can change the angle a little bit if you don't like it. You can change the scale a little bit for the sunbeams, a little bit smaller sunbeams and more, and yeah, it's very nice. And I hope you like this technique. And if you have any questions, let me know. So, see you soon in the next tutorial. Bye.